Merry Christmas, everybody. I'm John Reckon with my review of WWE Smackdown HolEday Edition. So, hooray, Christmas, holiday cheer, all that jazz. 2020 has been really goddamn tough, so I hope you guys had a great Christmas. And here's hoping 2021 is a whole lot better. Or at least mildly better. Fuck, I'll take mildly better at this point. I'll take 2% better than 2020. But you know what? 2020 is almost in the rearview mirror, and this was a taped episode of Smackdown, which is good. The wrestlers, the staff members, everybody could spend time with their families and their loved ones for the holidays. And honestly, I did read the results. I already knew going into it. I read the spoilers because why the fuck not? And it wasn't going to prevent me from watching this. And none of them surprised me. But I actually enjoyed this episode for the most part. There are a few things I didn't like, but as far as match quality, there was some pretty damn good stuff here. Sure, a few too many shenanigans, a little too much interference, but it was what it was. So, this was delayed endlessly by something called the NFL postgame show. I mean, who the fuck's heard of the NFL? It's only one of the most popular, most profitable goddamn leagues out there, at least in the U.S., and the champion is out first for Kevin Owens versus Roman Reigns steel cage match for the Universal Championship. I'm just going to say right now that Michael Cole's commentary is fucking insufferable, and if they're going to continue to have him on commentary in 2021, WWE needs to work with the networks to give the fans an option to just listen to the in-ring action without commentary, because Michael Cole is fucking insufferable. He is so bad at his goddamn job, and I know he's got Vince screaming in his goddamn ear. I mean, again, holiday cheer. I hope Michael Cole gets some talent for Christmas, because he hasn't had any of that for a really goddamn long time. Just goddamn it, get somebody else out there. Anyway, as for this match, pretty damn good. They instantly start fisting the fuck out of each other, have fun on seeing that, or have fun seeing that. I'm not here to kink shame. The match was good, well paced, given a lot of time. Beautiful fisherman's buster off the ropes. I mean, boy, that was pretty goddamn deadly, but Owens, has been working a long time. Roman knows how to take it. Safe enough spot. Not safe looking, but hey, these guys are really damn good, and they did a really good job with this match. Telling a good story, using the cage. Some good impactful work. Jay interfered, because of course he did. He had handcuffs, I imagine, from the last time that him and his brother had a run-in with the police, and they let him have the cuffs as a parting gift. That was thoughtful. So then Roman walks out as Owens is handcuffed to the wall, and he says, "Oh, you can't keep me down, you bitch." And I imagine we're going to get a rematch at the Rumble. I would be surprised if Owens beats Roman, but at least they're telling a good story here. They just can't stretch this out till Mania. And I'm going to say right now, please do not have Jey Uso versus Roman Reigns at Mania. Don't fucking have it. Here's why you don't have it. Jey Uso would not be believable as the guy. He has stepped up his game. He has worked really goddamn hard, but he would not be believable as the guy. But in all honesty, good cage match, good storytelling, well done. And then Asuka and Charlotte are coming down, and the Women's Tag Team Championships were a mistake. Yes, I don't like Charlotte Flair. Every time Charlotte's on screen, I just know that she's going to screw somebody over and she's going to have to hog the spotlight, which is a creative call. I would imagine a lot of this has to do with just Vince seeing her as the Golden Girl. Is Charlotte talented? Yes, but I don't have any desire to see her as a champion. Asuka needs a chance to shine on her own without Charlotte coming to basically take over, and she's going to end up beating her for the Raw Women's Championship at some point. Just either surprise us and have Asuka retain and move the fuck on, or just hand the title to Charlotte and just have Charlotte, beat Rhea Ripley. Watch her beat Rhea Ripley again at Mania 37. But you know what? Positive. Here's the positive stuff. We get Bayley and Sasha, and then everybody get in here. It's just the Harvey Birdman thing. Carmella cut a promo that I think probably melted my goddamn brain, because Carmella is not capable of really talking all that well. This has not worked. This new Carmella is basically just the old Carmella, just somehow worse in the ring. Now, the second match was Asuka and Charlotte versus Sasha and Bianca versus Bayley and Carmella, three-way Women's Tag Team Championship match. It was fine. It was messy at times because Carmella can't fucking work, and Bayley and Sasha, they had brief interaction, but at least they're moving away from that despite them being on the same brand, so that is what it is. Bianca did a cool spot a little bit later. Charlotte can work, but sometimes so much of the stuff she does looks awkward. She tries a big boot spot with Bianca on the goddamn ropes, and it looked really awkward. Liv and Ruby were watching from backstage. They're obviously going to beat Asuka and Charlotte for the championships. Please have it happen at the Rumble. Please fucking have it happen. Or have it happen on SmackDown before the Rumble. Just give them to Liv and Ruby. I mean, the championships were a fucking mistake because they didn't think this shit through. You gotta get the championship off of Charlotte. You just have to. The hair pull to the rope with Bianca using her ponytail was really goddamn cool. I like that. Carmella's hired help was there, and Sasha had pinned Bayley with the frog splash to eliminate that team. Could have just pinned Carmella. I mean, I know they're trying to continue this feud, but it wasn't good on the SmackDown before TLC. The match wasn't good at TLC. Carmella's not good. Get her the fuck away from the championship picture. But the hired help, Reginald, I think is his name, they do a really awkward spot. Bayley comes, up later, does a distraction. Bianca gets mocked by her. Asuka hits a code breaker. Natural selection to Bianca. 1, 2, 3. That made sense only because you're not going to pin Sasha because she's a champion. So they kind of wrote themselves into a corner there. It was fine for what it was. It wasn't a great match, but it was well paced. And then we get Street Profits giving Sammy a shirt. I was the IC champion. I'm going on the record right now and saying the Street Profits seem like really nice guys. I hate their shtick. And they just yell at each other. Jay attacks Bryan during his entrance and slamming him on the ramp. Really ramping up the tension here. They had a match, which was fine. Fine. Well done. Good announcer's table bump. Jay hurt his ankle and then his leg seemingly on a dive or landing after a dive. And Bryan targeted it and kept working on it. Jay did eventually come back, hitting a splash, but it was selling his leg. Got a 2 count. Tried another splash. Knees up. Label lock. And then the half crab. Which, by the way, Michael Cole, and it was a left leg, by the way. It was a left leg. Michael Cole couldn't tell which was the left leg, which was the right leg. I'm just going to say right now that Michael Cole apparently doesn't understand how anatomy works, yet he somehow has a kid. That poor fucking kid. Running knee, 1, 2, 3. There we go. You know, I said I was going to be more positive, and all I've been is negative about Michael Cole. But this actually was a good episode, in spite of Michael Cole's abortion of a commentary, commentary, whatever the fuck. Bryan then says he will be in the Rumble. Zayn confronts him and says he will be polishing his little Sammys all night long. If I have to picture this stuff this way, then so do you. Otis, Street Profits, Gable, Cesaro, Rude, Apollo, Ziggler, Corbin, Cutler, Blake, Kalisto, Dorado, Garza, Gulak, and Tozawa. And some of those guys are Raw guys, by the way, are the Lumberjacks. And it's Big E versus Sami Zayn IC title Lumberjack match. Perfect social distancing stipulation. Have everybody around the goddamn ring and whatever. This was fine for what it was. Zayn kept trying to escape, kept trying to use a number advantage, go out on the heel side. Big E kept having to fight back. There was a cool dive. And then Zayn tried to get away and, melee. Apollo covering really good distance, catching him. Gable and everybody, carrying him back down. And then we get, big combo, big ending, 1, 2, 3. Big E wins the Intercontinental Championship. And then basically celebrates it, gives him the confetti, all that stuff and everything. Here's my question. If Big E isn't going to challenge Roman Reigns, yes, that's still about 3 months away. Mania is about 3 months away. Who's going to challenge him? Bryan, KO? Don't have it be Jey Uso. Watch it be Goldberg. Watch it be Goldberg. And we get the match that I don't know if a lot of fans really wanted to see. Overall, though, pretty damn good SmackDown. And HolEday cheer. Again, hope you guys had a great Christmas. Thank you guys so much for watching. Not just this video, but the channel all year. You guys have been fucking awesome. Over 160,000 views. More than I could have ever hoped for. Thank you guys so much. Anyway, agree, disagree with what I said? Like, share, subscribe. Twitter handle in the description. I'm John Rickland. I'll see you soon.